Up in them trenches, it's no difference. 4th and inches, I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he returns this to the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Lance looking to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. That's quickly out wide to Davis. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Singletary, they'll run for it. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Ready. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty is 1st and 5. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lance going to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Off of play action, here's Lance. On the move to his left. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Allen on third. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Cook. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Throwing on first down is Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Allen going to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. To throw, it's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. The 20. And into the end zone. A pick-6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick-6, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. He finds his man complete. That's McKenzie. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lane?
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And room there to work it inside the 25. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Lance on the bootleg. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes the pick, and the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Lance on third down. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Lance and company going on fourth down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. This is McCaffrey on the give. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 38, Lance. Open man is Juwan Jennings.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Ready?
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And they'll go for it. Lance completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have the Niners first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. To throw, it's Lance. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Gold is good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Isaiah McKenzie. And finally, he's out of bounds, but how about that return? All the way inside the 20 and into the red zone.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But boy.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. 20. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now Lance. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Lance back to throw. And he's got it. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Fred Warner, and the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Gould able to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. Well, they